Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Thanks so much for choosing this channel time and time again to get your news. We have a bit of Starfield news for you today, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. There was only tidbits of news, so I kind of waited until we had something really substantial to talk about. And well, it seems we finally have that with the announcement that, the trademark for Starborn has been placed. Now we know the current upcoming expansion, which is supposed to land this year, potentially at least, is supposed to be called Shattered Space. Well, not supposed to be, it is called Shattered Space. And so that's going to be really exciting. So if you haven't finished the game yet, make sure you do at least do one Unity, I guess, so you can actually experience Shattered Space. I don't really know how that's going to actually play into this, how far into the game you have to be in order to access it. So it'll be interesting to find out those details as and when they're available. But the term Starborn has been trademarked by Bethesda, and this signals potentially the second expansion that's in the works. Now, a lot of people are, speculating that that's exactly what this is. You've got Clobrel here saying Bethesda has filed trademark for Starborn, could be the title for the second Starfield expansion. Again, it's really unknown. It's all speculatory at the moment, but nonetheless, it is interesting. You've got Xbox news for Koreans here. Bethesda registers Starborn trademark. Source Xbox Information Cafe, Never Cafe, and there's a link. I'll have a link to both of these tweets in the description below. Bethesda has trademarked the word Starborn. I'm guessing it's the title of Starfield's expansion pack. Now, this is really cool news. This just goes on to show that, Bethesda still believe in the product, the game is doing well, and they are constantly developing and providing new stuff for it. Now, for those of you that are keen-eyed and have been looking around to see what else Starfield has to offer, and there's a lot that this game can do, especially with the modding scene. It's blown the floodgates wide open. It's made the game better for what it is. But what can this Starborn actually be? Where can it actually go? Without going into too much spoilers, the becoming Starborn is like an elitist race thing. So are we going to explore their planet? Are we going to go and explore their world? Are we going to be able to jump star systems? Who knows? At the end of the day, the possibilities are endless, limitless when it comes to Starfield, hence the name. So this is what excites me about this. And if you can hear noises of kids shouting, I'm sorry, it's really hot today. And well, I've had to keep the windows and stuff open. Otherwise, I'll probably turn into a shish kebab. Anyway, that's where we are with Starborn. I think it's really cool, really exciting. And, they say that there is an update imminent to drop. And that is because what you're seeing on screen right now is what it is. There's this buggy revealed that has been taken a picture of. It's a leak and it looks really cool. It almost reminds me of something out of Star Citizen. And the game desperately needs buggies and, modes of traversal in there in order to be able for you to travel around. So if we now look at the information that we have at hand, it's that, 4chan leaks seem to confirm that the next Starfield update will have land vehicles. And it says, so I saw this on No Sodium Starfield, so I found a leaker on 4chan, and what they said was, buggies are coming in the next Starfield update. Now, do take this with a grain of salt. Never take leaks at face value. They are leaks. They could be coming in the next update. They could be coming in the expansion, so we genuinely don't know. But nonetheless, it's new, so I wanted to get it out there. There's also a closed variant, so no need with getting rained on, which is cool. So the image you're seeing on screen right now is the open variant. There's going to be a closed variant as well, so you stay, not wet, I guess. So at the moment, NPCs cannot drive ATVs at this time. Both variations are 2 passenger and optional third for Vasco. NPCs like rescue missions can also ride with you. The 2 variation of vehicles both have their on weapons, which scales depending on your certified skills, which is really cool. So it gives you even more incentive to do those skills. First one is a laser mode that allow you to have bullet time, and second one is launcher. At the moment, only Constellation companions have reactions when using ATVs. Some examples are running over NPCs, mines, stuck in the pool, idle chatter, striking object. It doesn't need a ship tab, So in your ship, you don't need to have like a hub where you can drive the vehicle in, which I think is a little disappointing. I love the fact that that level of realism was in Star Citizen, where you actually had to have a bay within your ship to hold your vehicle. It seems that this one will not require that. All you got to do is buy the ATV at Ship Technician and spawn it by your ship ready for access. No need for custom ship modules, since that would angry people's ship builds. I actually think it would have been a great idea. I think it would have been a great addition, but that's just me. Also, the only thing we can do with ATV or customizability is change the colors. Anything that has new parts will be a new vehicle. Insert $5 creation for ATV with heat-seeking missiles. So expect mods, basically. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you, ATV has vertical and straight boosters. ATVs are invulnerable, can get fast rotor to space and be fine. Desu, when stress testing the ATV, they actually work well and not buggy like Skyrim horses. There's no fuel requirements, same with ships. Haven't tested the closed ATV, but the open variant doesn't have environmental protection. So these are what's basically being leaked at the moment, and I think this is kind of good information, but again, it is leaked information. Some of it doesn't, I think, is a bit far-fetched and probably isn't realistic, whereas others are. But the buggy itself looks real, it looks good, and I'm very excited to see where they're going with Starfield. But the big information here right now, of course, is the Starborn trademark. Now, obviously, Starborn has a huge significance when it comes to Starfield. It is basically a part of its whole gaming experience when you get to the end of the game and you find out, the true reason of what's going on. And I'm not going to spoil it here. Even though the game has been out, I'm still not going to spoil it because I know people still haven't got there. But when you do and you get to that Starborn kind of situation and you find out what it is and well, it does potentially leave questions that you want to ask. And maybe this is where those questions get answered. I don't know about you, but me personally, I am super excited for this. And the fact that Starfield is getting a second expansion, I mean, we're hearing about a second expansion before the first one is even out, just tells me how healthy this game actually is, both from a player-based side and a financial side. Because if it's not financially stable, this game would have been elsewhere already. If it's not financially stable, they could have just stopped updates entirely. But that's not the case. Starfield has proven that it is running the test of time. I know it's only been a year, or it's not even been a year yet. And it's doing well. It's doing really well. And I'm still getting people coming into my Twitch chat, coming into my YouTube chat, and asking about Starfield, about the updates and, information for it. There are people still hungry for this, which means that it's, people are still playing it and enjoying it and having fun with it. And that is all that matters. The naysayers can say what they want. At the end of the day, the game is here to stay. And if these trademarks are true, well, the trademarks are true, but if our assumptions about these trademarks are true, then that means that a new expansion is in the works. And I guess the current expansion should be coming this year. That's going to add to an even busier schedule. Maybe the expansion might come out next year. I don't know. We haven't heard anything for an official date other than they're planning for 2024. So hopefully we'll hear something soon. Let's see. But folks, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you later today over at Twitch at twitch.tv/TheChaosLounge streaming. We'll be playing some TOF and maybe some Woowa and maybe something else. Come hang out. Feel free to ask questions. Let's chill and I'll see you there. Right. Otherwise, I'll see you on Tuesday in our podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. And if you've made it this far, leave that hashtag made it to the end. See you next time. Remain legend.